Hi, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing my August book haul. So I did go a bit mental in August. I bought quite a few books, but my excuse is that September, October, November and December I'm not going to buy many books just because my birthday is in October and then we obviously have Christmas, and I am asking everyone to buy me books. So now was basically my last chance to buy some books that I wanted, so I just went ahead and bought them. As you know, I have done a Amazon book haul. I'm not going to mention those books in this haul just because there's no point really, but I'll link that video down below. But let's just get straight on into it. So the first book I'm going to mention is the book for July's Fairy Lukes. I got that one a bit late, and that is The Daughter of the Burning City by Amanda Foody. Now I have already read this and it was amazing. Basically the best way I can describe this to you is what someone put on the Goodreads review, and that this is basically Cluedo in a circus. And it is a lot more. Basically this follows Serena, and she is basically an illusionist worker. So she's made a family out of all these illusions. You've got different types. You've got a girl who can fly, you've got a young boy, you've got a guy who lives in water. But then one by one they start to get murdered, and everyone's a bit like, how are they being murdered? They're illusions, they're not real. And it all starts from there. And basically Serena works in this kind of like travelling circus, and it's really, really good. The imagery is great, and I will go through it more in my wrap up, but it is a really, really good book. And also just have a look at that cover as well, it is so pretty. Also, I got a book that I did not expect. I am one of those people who always enter Goodreads giveaways. If you're on Goodreads, you'll understand what I mean. I've been on Goodreads since 2012 and I've only ever won 2 giveaways. The book I won was Revenger by Alistair Reynolds. I entered the giveaway and I've kind of forgotten what it is about. I know when I entered it I was really excited for it and it sounded really interesting. And I do want to read a bit more sci-fi. So I can't wait to give this a go, and I will tell you more about it after I've read it. Then at the beginning of August, me and my boyfriend and my parents went on a trip to Whitby, and there we found an independent bookstore. I originally went in there looking for different editions of Dracula because, as you may know, Dracula is my favourite classic, and I don't think they do enough pretty editions of Dracula. So I thought in Whitby I might find some, and I did. I found one, but I also found quite a few more books that I've been looking for a while. So first I'll show you the edition of Dracula, and that's this one. I think this is the Barnes and Nobles, you know, the leather bound edition, but I'm not too sure. But it's just so pretty, and it's got the black pages and the bookmark in it, and I just thought I have to have like a pretty hardback edition on my shelf. So I'm very happy to have this in my hand, but just look at it. It is so nice, and it was only 17 quid, and the lady gave me 15 because it is a tiny bit damaged at the bottom, but I thought it was pretty and I need it on my bookshelf. I also found a book that I have been looking for since I was in primary school. I think I was in year 4, so I'll probably be about 8, 9, I'm not too sure. But that book is Room 13 by Robert Swindells. Basically, I remember this book so much. This made a big impact on my life, and this is probably what made me fall in love with Dracula and Whitby in the first place. But basically, this was read to me by my teacher, and she was so good. She did all the voices, she stopped for all the suspense, and I loved it. Basically, this follows a primary school class who go to Whitby for a weekend, and they find out that there's this room that's a closet, but at night the number 13 comes on, and it's like, why is that happening? And then also there's a girl in the class who ends up going pale and have bite marks on her neck. So obviously it all goes around that. You can probably tell what happens, it's Dracula, blah blah blah, but it is so good, and if you've been to Whitby you know the places they're on about. And yeah, this just made me fall in love with Whitby, and I was so happy when I found it. After like, I need this, I don't care if I run out of money, I need this on my bookshelf, I need to reread it, and I was so happy. I also didn't realise, because I posted a picture of this on Facebook, but I didn't realise how many other teachers read it to them. I thought it was just my teacher because she told me she knew the author personally, which I think might be a tiny bit of a lie now. But yeah, lots of people have had this read to them at school, and I know a lot of people it did have a big impact on them. So if you did get this read to you at school, comment down below and tell me what you think. Also, I found 2 classics that I've been looking for a while. The first one is Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. I've been looking for an edition of Peter Pan for ages. but for some reason in my local bookshops it's never there. So of course when I found this and this edition as well, nice little hardback edition, I thought I need to have this. So I'm so happy I've got this. And also I got The Wizard of Oz. Again, it's a book that I've been wanting to read for years, ever since I read Wicked and saw the musical Wicked. I wanted to read the book that inspired it. And I finally got it, and again it's this pretty edition, and I have read it and it lived up to my expectations. It's probably so far my favourite children's classic. I am so happy that I finally have this and that I finally read it. The last book I got at Whitby isn't one that I originally was looking for, but I saw it, read the blurb, and I was like, I need this book, and that's The Whitby Witches by Robin Jarvis. Now this is obviously set in Whitby, and I did want to read more stuff about Whitby because I love Whitby, and this is about witches as well, so this is perfect for me. This is about two children who get sent to live with their aunt in Whitby, and they tend to be finding out that their aunt's not quite what they think she is. So I can't wait to give this a go. This might be one that I do keep for Halloween, but I can't wait to give it a go and read more about Whitby. And now the last two books were from a recent Oxfam haul, so my local charity shop. They've got a huge, they basically have like a whole floor of books. It's the perfect place for me and my best friend Michelle to go to. But the first book I got was Wolf by Ryan Grodin, is that how you pronounce it? Basically, this has been my to-read list for a while. Basically because all I read in the blurb was 17-year-old Yale is part of the resistance and she has just one mission to kill Hitler. That's basically all I need to know to read a book. I have no idea what else happens. All I know is that someone wants to kill Hitler and I want to read it. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting read. And the last book is again one that's been on my to-read list for a while, but I've never picked it up until I saw a hardback edition for $2.99, which I thought I need to get, and that's The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. This has been my to-read list for a while, and all I know is that they're on a boat, someone dies, and that's it. That's all I really need to know. I am wanting to get into more thrillers, because as you've probably known from my previous videos that recently the last few thrillers I've read haven't been that good, but I'm hoping this will be better. My friend has read it and she did say it's pretty good, so I'm going to take her word for it and I'm going to give it a go, and for that price, a nice quality hardback, I couldn't say no. So yeah, that's it. That's quite a big book haul for me, but I'm happy with all the books I got. They were books that I wanted, and yeah, it's been a pretty good month for me. But anyway, have you read any of these books? What did you think? If you want to, you can comment down below and we can have a little discussion. As usual, you can like this video or subscribe to my channel, and I'll put all my social media links below, and I will see you later with a new video. Bye!